Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Hey, what's up, wrong person? Fast as always, I see. How's it going?
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Tomorrow's my best friend's birthday. I've been planning it and doing his gift since May. His gift? Like, what do you mean doing his gift? Like, you're personally making something for him? That's pretty cool. I'm getting real distracted by this, sorry. I had a video playing on my laptop, and I saw an ad, and like I got real distracted when I saw, what was his name? Trevor Ogg. Yeah, Trevor Ogg's face.
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
I just saw Trevor Ogg's face, and I was like, wait, was that Trevor? You know, like Trevor Ogg is the VA for Trevor, what was his name? Shoot. Hang on. Okay. Phillips. Trevor Phillips from GTA 5. And apparently, the VA for Michael DeSanta was also there. I forget his name. It was an ROG ad. I was very surprised by it. Been writing letters to him every night since May. Oh, whoa, that's so, like, since May? Dude, how many letters is that? Dude, they're gonna be real happy. That is so sweet, man. That is so sweet of you.
Boring. Isn't there anything else?
Hey, what's up, Clara? How you doing? What did they do? Oh, yeah, right. So, weeklies. Weeklies are different now. And I'm not sure if I like it because it seems like there is so much for me to do. Like, so all these quests, I haven't even gotten started on it yet. Like, look at my map, right? Look at my map. I haven't done anything. Like, all I've done is just the Archon quest. I haven't done anything else. I haven't done any exploring. I have marked any, I guess, Oculus that I find along the way, but that's all I've done for the past 3 days. Just the Archon quest and trying to, like, I guess the event as well, like trying to keep up with it, but I'm having a hard time keeping up with all of it, man. Okay, anyway, I think I'm gonna start with resin for now. And that's doing his next year's gift since last month. Oh my god. Should log back into Genshin so I can get my 30 pulls. 30 pulls? Sorry, what do you mean 30? Where's the 30 coming from? I have 2 birthdays left to celebrate with them. Oh yeah, wait, I think I remember this. Yeah, because, like, you know, college is gonna be over, and like you or your friend is moving away, right? I forgot the details, but I remember something like this. Well, seems like you two are real good friends, man. Also, where was the... Oh, yes, I already... Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right. Guys, make sure to log into Genshin today. And for the next 7 days. 10 free pulls, right there. I heard if I finish the Natlan event, I get 20 pulls. Natlan event? Oh, okay. New return adventure. I heard Genshin updated it from 5 to 10 pulls. Oh, I forgot what it was called. I don't remember anything about, like, updating it from 5 to 10 pulls. Now, I'm not sure about, like, the 20 pulls event thing you're talking about. But there was the login event, and that was already 10 pulls. And that started today. Now I don't know where this other 10 pulls is coming from that you heard about. Is everything to me. More of my family than family, dude. That is pretty good friend. That's a pretty good friend right there. It's nice that you're really hanging on to him. Because, well, you don't meet people like that every day. Why did Zenless Zone Zero open? Sorry, what? What do you mean open?
Silence.
Oh, my ping is really high today. Even with my ping thing, I'm still at like, whoa, my ping's so erratic. What's going on? Is jumping all over the place. Okay. Still seems to be kind of steady now, but it doesn't usually move around like that so much.
Melusines are
Like, even though it's not
creatures.
moving a lot now,
They are the pride of Fontaine.
it's still moving a lot. Like, it's not moving in big numbers now. Hey, what's up, Boney? First pull of 5.0. Lost Kazuha to Mona, but I think I can still get him? Question mark? I mean, you know, still a lot of pulls to get in 5.0, right? Remember, new region, like, and the 500 primos that you get from doing the Archon quest. There's the anniversary stuff, right? There's still a lot of pulls from 5.0. So let's just pray. One Mualani, congrats, Theo. Congrats, man. You know, I've kind of decided that I'm just gonna skip Mualani. Yeah, I haven't. It's not because of Mualani. It's me. It's me, really, because for a very long time, I haven't had I haven't been able to stockpile a lot of primos on any of my accounts for a long time now, and I've kind of missed that feeling. That feeling of security, right? Like, where I always feel like, well, if a character that I like runs, I'll just go get him, right? Like, it's instead of it feeling like gambling, instead it just feels like I'm making a purchase. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why now I haven't had enough, like, that many primos stockpiled for quite a while now. But I used to stockpile a lot. All the time. Like, I would skip like months and months of banners just so I would have, like, I would always have like somewhere around like 20 to 30 or more thousand primo gems on the account at all times, just so, you know, like I said, if ever a character that I want or like a really good character that I will that I'm pretty sure I will want to get, is announced that we'll get a rerun or like a new character that's really good comes out, it'll like, whoa, cool. It's the salvage thing. Okay, I didn't. This is the first time I've seen that one. Instead of like me pulling and like just hoping I get the character, that's just straight up gambling. Whereas if I always have in more than enough currency to get to pity at all times, it'll be as if like it's just a purchase instead. What did they do? Zaelos, they changed the weeklies. Like, I don't know if how far you've gotten into Natlan, but they changed weeklies, man. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I haven't even touched a single thing of it yet. I just haven't. I haven't had the time yet. Just so much to do for now. The past 2 or 3 days, I've been able to do nothing except for like a little bit like unlocking a teleporter here and there. And just the Archon quest. Not max level. Okay, there. Oh, I already have a few locked pieces, but first, let's go through our old stockpile of a previous artifact that I was farming. I play ZZZ and HSR, and HSR and Genshin in one Hoyo play. What? What do you mean? Are you talking about the launcher? Like you can just open any Genshin game in one launcher? Is that what you're talking about? Because the launcher's been out for quite some time already. But I'm assuming you're not talking about the launcher. What 5-star character should I save for? I'm sorry, Claire. That's a very hard question to ask. Cause like, so I guess. Well, I don't know. I don't have your account memorized. I'm pretty sure we've talked about your account before, but obviously I don't have it memorized. I don't even have my own account memorized. So I don't know which 5 stars you already have, and and obviously I don't know which 5 stars are gonna be coming out and what they do. So if I were to exclude all the 5 stars that, the future 5 stars, then I would still need to know what 5 stars you already have. But at least, and again, this is a very subjective thing, right? This is heavily influenced by my opinion. This is very biased, but so a character that's here now that I think most people should get. No, I think everyone should get, unless if you just don't like him, or you don't feel like you need him, is Kazuha. He's here right now. Well, hang on. Yeah, Kazuha. Right, his banner's on right now, together with Mualani. So I think every account should have that. It should have a Kazuha. Raiden Shogun, which is also in 5.0, in the second half of 5.0. A couple of weeks from now, her banner will also be here. I think a Raiden Shogun on their account. No, you know what? I would say everyone, unless if you just don't like her. Or if you just don't feel like you're going to enjoy the different teams that you can play with her. But yeah, Raiden Shogun, Kazuha even more so than Raiden Shogun. But yeah, I think those 2 characters. And a couple other characters. I think everyone should have a Nivelette. I think everyone should have a Farina, let me think. There are quite a few other characters as well. Arlecchino as well. I think Arlecchino. I think every account should have an Arlecchino. Mm, basically SS plus characters. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because so as for like Nivelette and Arlecchino, they are a little less important because they are on-field damage dealers. Right? So like because in Genshin you can come up with a team, like a really good team with just all supports without having on-field damage dealers, right? So in fact, you can even have like really good teams with just 4-star characters, right? With just four-star characters. Okay, there's like the core, like obviously national, right? Like the OG, like godly team. There's Sucrose, Xingqiu, Bennett, Chengling. Okay, that's one team that's down. And then the other side, if you obviously like if you're gunning for full starring Spiral Abyss floor 12 every time it resets, then you're gonna need two teams. Other free to play team you could have Kuki Shinobu, Dendro MC, and or Kali. Um, and then, well, okay, this is a little less, um, a little less free to play, right? But like you either have Farina or Yelan. That's your other off field, or you could have, an electro character. An electro character, whether that would be official or Beidou, with Chevreuse, Bennett, Shengling on your one side. And then you could have Xingqiu, Dendro MC, and or Kali, and Kuki Shinobu on the other side. Right? And if you have Dendro MC over there and no Kali, or Kali with no Dendro MC, you could have either Beidou official over there. And then there you go. Right? You have two teams, two cracked teams that can fully clear Spiral Abyss with, and like I think those are two of like not those are not the only two teams that can clear Abyss. Obviously, you can because Genshin's combat system just isn't like they didn't make it super hard. They made it so that like most of their characters can clear like all the most difficult combat content within a reasonable amount of investment. I'm just like I just think that those two teams are two of the few teams that take the least amount of investment to clear the hardest content in the game. Oh yes, that's right. I forgot Nahida. Yeah. Nahida, another character that I think every account should have. Who else? Oh, I can't. I was gonna go into character archive. Okay, I guess I'll just look at my character list. So, okay, I think every account should have a Kazuha, Farina. Yeah, let's throw a Zhongli in there. Zhongli is like not like to make your team stronger. It's just to make the game a lot more comfy to play. Yeah, Kazuha, Farina, Nivelette. I'm so sorry, Venti. No, you're not in that list anymore. Raiden Shogun, Nahida, Yelan. Okay, this is Hu Tao, but I'm like, let's pretend this is Arlecchino because I don't have Arlecchino. I think every account should also have Arlecchino. Hu Tao is, I'd say, like about as strong as Arlecchino, but it takes quite a bit more effort. Quite a few other like pieces of the puzzle to get Hu Tao there, like on the same stage as Arlecchino. Like number one, like you need to do your animation cancels. You need to learn that. You need to make sure that you implement that every time you use Hu Tao, which is a lot harder on mobile, right? Number one, you have to use a vape team with Hu Tao. Right, because like otherwise, Hu Tao's Monopyro team's just not very good. Just not very good. What else? Other characters that I think every account should have. Yeah, so those are for the 5 stars. 4 stars that I think every account should have. Kuki Shinobu, very very important character, ever since Dendro came out. Yao Yao, I think, is very important. Like, it's like she's the only 4-star Dendro healer we have right now, isn't she? I think she is. Obviously Xingqiu, Bennett, Xiangling. I think every account should have that. Although like every account has a Xiangling if you clear floor 3 of Spiral Abyss. Sucrose, yeah, every account I think should have a Sucrose. Again, she's a 4-star, so sooner or later, whether or not you're gunning for her, eventually you will get at least one copy of her. I think every account should have a Charlotte. Now, Charlotte, I think, is a little less on the importance list right now because Charlotte is so far pretty good in freeze teams, but cryo teams in general just haven't been very good for quite a while now. Mostly because of the types of enemies we've been getting in the game and like the enemy layout in like the hardest combat content in Genshin for quite some time now. Who else? Chevrus, dude. Chevrus, I would say, is almost as good as the holy trinity of 4 stars in Genshin. Like, I would put her up there, like almost up there. No, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like she is just as good as these 3. But the only thing that the only reason why I wouldn't put her up to up at the exact same level as these 3 is because like she's kind of niche. Like cryo and pyro, electro pyro teams only. Right, whereas these 3, any team, anywhere. Who else? And obviously they're like if you have like a specific preference, like for example you like Zhao, obviously you have to have a Farazan. You like Wander, you have to have a Farazan. You like Ito, no, not Ito. You like Yoimiya, you have to have a Yunjin. You like Ito, you have to have a Goro, right? Like obviously there's like the very specific conditional supports. Kujo Sara, not as important anymore. Like if you're somebody who likes hyper carry Raiden Shogun, she is kind of nice to have, but not as important as she used to be anymore. In fact, like I think like Lisa could replace Kujo Sara. Yeah, Lisa with TTDS. Recently, a lot of people have been talking about Candace, especially C6 Candace. If you have an Arlecchino, the Holy Trinity. Xingqiu, Xiangling, and Bennett, the real big 3. They are the real big 3. Yeah, I can't get into the character archive right now, so I can't check for. I can't look at the characters. Like the characters that I don't have right now, like are not coming to mind.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Time to shine!
Gather.
I'm kind of worried about these enemies, by the way, because like they're only level 93 in this domain. If Oyo ever puts those enemies in Abyss in floor 12, they'll probably be like level 100 plus, and they already hit really hard at level 93. So, how much harder are those things gonna hit if they're level 100 plus? Okay, I guess. All right, time to do event stuff, dude. Man. Okay. The event itself actually doesn't take that much time to complete, but my problem is, there's so many teleporters that I haven't unlocked yet, and it takes me like getting to these places is really what's taking me so long. Did you pull for any new characters? No, I did not, Shuri. I'm on the third account right now, and my third account is struggling. My third account is struggling. It wasn't okay. Obviously, right now I have 8K for, and like I even have a few star glitter over here. But trust me, my account was really like my third account was really down in the dumps like a few weeks ago. I used up all my primos to get who was it? Yelan. Yelan C1. I just had such rotten luck. Like my third account was already the poorest in terms of primo gems, like relative to my other accounts. But it just had it also on top of that it had really bad luck on the Yelan banner. Well, I wouldn't say really bad luck, but just like within the last couple of banners that I wished on, it's just had pretty bad luck. You and you.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly fluvial.
Sorry, what is MHA, Boney? We ruined it for so long, that's why. Couldn't reach its peak. I feel bad for the manga creator. My Hero Academia. Oh, I see. Feel good animated community ruined it for so long. How does... I haven't followed My Hero Academia for quite a while now. I was, like, I really liked it, like, at first. And then, like... I don't know what happened. Like, I wouldn't say I just lost interest. It just wasn't as good to me at some point. Maybe I don't know, like I guess like because for me the plot just kind of, so like at the beginning, right, it seems like really simple and really like down to earth, and like really quickly, like I don't remember exactly which seasons or like which episodes exactly, but like really quickly at some point it got like so overwhelming. It's like it went from like it feels like it went from like Iron Man 1 and then like instantly and like Avengers Endgame. It kind of felt, like that to me. Or like I was, like I started to watch the anime and like I was emotionally invested in like this little this guy who didn't, who didn't have a quirk, and like the story was like really like local, like friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? And that was like what I was emotionally invested into. And then like all of a sudden I'm like in the MCU. I'm in outer space. I'm in another planet fighting. Not the artifact transmuter has the limit making one elixir is... Wait, what? It's not the artifact transmuter time limit, but making one elixir is. Oh, I see. So, okay. So, I'm kind of confused. So, Chokoshu, you seem to have been, I don't know, like looking up more about the artifact transmuter. Oh, hey, what's up, Nash? How you doing, man? So, we can make... Okay, you're saying that we can only make one of the elixir thing basically every patch. So, and how many of those elixir things do we need to use the transmuter? Like to make one artifact, one ideal artifact. 4. Okay. And so the okay. So if the only source of elixirs were the item the transmuter thing, that means we can make one ideal artifact every 4 patches. But I'm assuming that that's not the only source of I'm gonna assume that that's not the only source of elixirs, right? I don't know, like, it would seem really stupid, I think. So and then I heard you talk, like last time I heard you talking about I heard you talking about getting elixirs from the weeklies in Natlan. Am I understanding this right? Which means if that's the case, every week we can get 3. At least, you know, if it's not a one-time thing. Use chat. Okay, hang on. You need to open precious luxurious chest to get 3 elixirs. And each chest has a chance to appear. Huh? Wait, what? So a precious or luxurious chest randomly has a chance to spawn one of these? So is it really random, or did they designate exactly which ones would have them? Like, has that been confirmed yet? Or is it really random? Because it feels really unfair if that's the case. Because, like, some people could get one every precious or luxurious chest that they have, that they open. And some people could get 0 if they truly made it RNG. And that's unfair because, like, chests, like, are gone when you open them, right?
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few
Elixir, but the
words.
potions needed to use for leveling artifacts.
Grow weary whenever I begin
Elixir
to
stuff.
them.
They do now is the literal meaning of copium. So far, I haven't even used it yet, and I'm already starting to realize, yeah, you know, gotcha is exactly what it is. You know, isn't that like the idea of a gotcha game? Is that so that they could say gotcha? Hey, what's up, Mighty? How you doing, man? There's an item called Obsidian Ring. It's in the fragments, and you can find these fragments in luxurious chests. When you build those fragments, you can make the obsidian ring. You open the hidden areas. Oh my god. It sounds like, oh my god, alright. I know this probably sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is. But I'm listening to all this stuff now, and it sounds like they've like integrated a ton of stuff into each other again. It sounds like Inazuma all over again. But I'm just assuming they probably didn't do it exactly like as, you know, as annoyingly. I wouldn't say as poorly, because I think it takes a lot of skill and imagination and really good planning to coordinate all of that. So I'm not gonna say poorly. Where were the... Oh, right. There they are. Just, oh my god. Oh my, thank you. Okay, already did that. Aren't you happy? Now you can, faux new stuff. While I'm procrastinating Archon quests. Okay. Hey, dude, you might not want to procrastinate too much, because, okay, mine is gone. Yeah, okay, no, it's here, right? So, like, you can see this, right? You cannot get this, and like, if you look in your, on your, events overview screen, you'll see a timer here, if you haven't done this yet. And once that time's up, and the timer is pretty long, right? It's pretty long. I think it's basically all of 5.0. So I'm assuming it's exactly, you know, all of 5.0. So by 5.1, if you do this quest after 5.0 is gone, you don't have this anymore. You can't get this anymore. So I know 500 doesn't seem like much, but hey, it's free stuff, right? You might as well do it. Plus the fact that Natlan isn't locked, but like chronologically, like you can just go straight to Natlan. Like the teleporter is already available, just like they did with Fontaine. Like, you remember when Fontaine came out? Like, this was already unlocked. You could just teleport straight there.
Take it easy.
In fact, I actually... Oh, well.
My mechanical master.
That's unfortunate. Okay, so... In fact, I don't know if you know this, but I have an Asia account. And my Asia account is... I hardly ever log into it. I really only log into it if there's an event that's like... that I think is easy enough for me to do on it. Because that account does not have... It's barely built. It's barely built. It's AR 45, but it has more than enough AR XP. Like, if I take the World Ascension quest now, I can take it all the way to, like, I can take it straight to AR 55. Probably even 56 at this point. It has so much AR XP on it. I just don't want to increase the world level, because that account is not built at all. And if I ever increase the world level to level... Oh, come on. This is... Oh my god. I found this so annoying earlier. I just don't know how this thing works. Because, like, apparently the this thing, like, for some reason, in some places, if I'm floating up in the air, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that. If I do this, in some places, it makes like a platform that I can stand on for a bit. But in some other places, it doesn't. So, like, I still don't understand how this thing works. Oh my god. I hate this. It feels so janky. Like, the mechanic itself feels so janky. Secret area that needs obsidian ring. Have 3 tribes, right? So elixir, 3 elixirs plus the one we make one time. Okay. We ain't getting elixirs in chests, but the fragments of obsidian rings. This is the way. Well, they did mention. Okay, that sounds a lot more feasible, right? It sounds a lot more plausible, because I do remember in the special program they mentioned. In the special program, they mentioned that you could find them in I forgot whether they said chests or specific places. I forgot whether they used the word chest or places. It's either one of those. Oh, it's above. I forgot. Also, couldn't they have made this thing a little faster? Just a little bit, you know? Like, the Saurians, when you, I guess, I don't know, possess them, they're just so slow when you walk normally on them. You know, it's funny. I walked to Natlan, then discovered there's a teleport. Couldn't see it because the quest marker was on it. Oh my, oh no. Oh dear. So, oh my god. Oh my god. So, you went from here, and you walked all the way to Natlan. And then when you got here, you were like, oh, there's a teleporter. Oh, wait, it's already active. Looked at your map, and you're like, what? What? Oh. Hey. Does that sum up your story? Does that sum up your story, Mighty? Got a flat earther today. So, how was it? Okay. Oh boy, that's quite some distance away. So yeah, devs told us to explore to make 3 more elixirs. Well, I mean, I don't know. Okay, I'm like, I'm not happy about it, but at the same time, I understand. You know, I have mentioned this on stream multiple times already. Developers, they're basically content creators, right? Like, the only difference is that what they make takes so much longer to make. And takes so many more people to make. And especially with a game like this, especially like with Genshin's, I guess, like their business model. Right, it's the type of business model. It's a game as a service, right? And they basically make new content every patch. Whether it's in the form of a new region, or in the form of a new event, or in the form of a new character, right? And they, yeah, it feels kind of bad that they spent all this time, all this money and manpower to make this new content, and nobody wants to experience that new content. Nobody wants to consume this new content. So, I guess I understand. It like, plus the fact that it's a free-to-play game, right? I didn't have to pay any money to play this game. So, yeah, the least I could do is play the game, because, like, isn't that why I downloaded the game in the first place? Because I want to play it. Yeah, what's good, RJ? Can't stay long. Gotta get some sleep, but have a good stream anyways. Hey, thanks for stopping by, JC. Appreciate it, man. You take care of yourself, man. First, I thought we could make unlimited amounts of elixirs, but I was wrong. It was the elixir that has the limit, not the item. I think that would have been really silly if we could make like 1,000,000 elixirs and we could only use like 1 each patch. That would have been the biggest like middle finger to the community. Because like, they're like, hey, you have all this good stuff, but you can only use it this often. Oh, I thought it was an enemy. What? What is this? Whoa. What is this? Their logic was very interesting. They were saying how gravity is a myth, and the world being flat is a scheme by the government. So the world being flat is a scheme by the government. What do you mean? They were a flat earther, right? So were they saying that the Earth wasn't flat? At least Natlan music's a banger, so I can enjoy running around Natlan to make 3 elixirs. World being round. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm not quite sure what this thing is, by the way. So what is this? Oh, okay, so it's not a fight. So it's like... Oh my god, it's... Alright. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, okay. I think I'm a little too trigger happy. Oh, 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 oh. Awesome. I'm actually all right. Never mind. I'm actually pretty happy that I did that now. There's a timer. Ah, no. So may have screwed myself. Okay. And then okay. Go there. I got 11 seconds. And I don't think I'm anywhere close to where I should be. Okay. Not gonna lie, that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. I'm getting distracted. Okay, I should definitely not do that. Oops. I think I hit a purple one. Ah! Ah! Okay, that was pretty close. Okay, I think I missed a few. Oh, yeah, I did miss a few. Alright, not bad. That was pretty cool. What was my rank there? Oh, I guess that's it. 15k. Alright, not bad. You know what? Not gonna lie. That's pretty fun.
Brings a smile to my face.
5 primos, 10 primos. Okay, so apparently they really only increased the primo gems from, I believe, the big ones, luxurious chests. That's really copium. I mean, like, it's not terrible, but it really could have been better. Really could have been a lot better. I think making one elixir every patch is a must to do chore from now on. Oh yeah, of course. It's like okay. I mean, I'm not using these things anymore, right? I mean, obviously this. I have an overabundance of that, but this thing, I don't use that anymore because I don't farm crystal chunks anymore. Therefore, I don't get the blue ones and like so that means like I don't really have an overabundance of like stuff to fodder into it anymore, and like the stuff that you can get from the parametric transformer, I don't really need anymore because like I have an overabundance of it. Um, but then like this thing, it's kind of like these, but these at some point you will grow out of them. But this one, maybe in like a million years, once you have like perfect artifacts for everyone, for all the different like team archetypes that you want to build, maybe. But it's gonna take forever for anyone to grow out of needing to use this. So yeah.
Skyward!
I think out of the three different Saurians, the most fiddly to control is the Yumkasaurus, the green dendro chicken one. One new character and 3 rerun banners on the same phase in HSR. Really? I mean, that sounds reasonable. I mean, okay, HSR, obviously it's not a new game anymore, so HSR has had, at this point, probably has quite a few characters already. Not as many as Genshin, obviously, because like Genshin's an older game, but I mean, that makes sense, right? Like you'd want more rerun banners than new character banners, so that you have more opportunities to rerun older characters in case players might want them. 4 banners running at the same time? What do you mean? Like when you go into like their wish page, there's like 4 characters? Like 4 like this? 4 of this? Imagine if Zelonin has 3 reruns with her in phase 1. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember rumors were that Zelonin would be in 5.1, I believe. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about this. There's a chest here. Oh my god. Wasn't there? Oh, there it is. Triggered capture. Capturing radiance? No, I haven't even wished in 5.0 yet. And I don't think I'm gonna wish anytime soon. Four banners? He means the same time existing together. Jeez, that's kind of nuts. I mean, that would be nice in Genshin for us old players, but that's a nightmare for new players.
Put up a good fight. Solidify.
We will strike.
Bow your head.
Right? Because like imagine being a new player and like you hardly know anything about the game. Like you barely know a lot of the good characters in the game. And then all of a sudden you see 4 banners. And then you see like out of the 4 banners, 3 of the characters like names you're familiar with. Like you've heard of them in passing, and then like most of them. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Most of them you hear like nothing but like good things about them, right? Like maybe one of them you hear like, they're okay. But then like the other 3, you're like, okay, so which one do I get? And like all of a sudden, you're gonna have to like look up so much information about them. Right, so yeah, I think yes, you're right. I think daunting is the perfect word to describe that feeling. Oops. This nightmare. 3 of the 4 characters are irreplaceable, future-proof characters. Right? Yeah. Right? Like, imagine you like, okay, you're like doing research, right? You want to find out more about the characters that are running right now, and you wanna find out like which of them you can like you have to prioritize. And then like, so you go to some random streamer's stream, you ask about him, and then you find out all 3 of them or like all 4 of them are irreplaceable. And like especially because like you hear like 2 out of the 4, they say that, oh, these 2 characters haven't had a rerun in more than a year now. So, and this is their first time rerunning, and you hear that kind of news and you're like, oh my god, well, if these characters are hardly ever rerun, then like who knows when the next rerun is gonna be? I have to get them right now. Like you're gonna get that exact feeling, right? So how do you decide if that's the case? Are you planning to pull for in Natlan, or are you just gonna go for reruns? I'm still waiting for an Arlecchino rerun. Obviously, the Archon, she's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer. Waiting for the Archon. So far, I'm not looking forward to anyone. Yeah. So far, I'm not looking forward to anyone. There was a point, like, for the last couple of days, I was thinking having Mualani might not be nice. Like, I'm not talking about, like, combat-wise. Like, I can see she's kind of okay, kind of good, combat-wise. But my thought was, like, is it possible that, like, is it possible that she's gonna save me so much time when it comes to Natlan exploration? That's sort of my thought. Like, is she gonna save me a lot of time in Natlan exploration? If that's the case, then that would be awesome. But then I thought, like, just today, I had this thought where, like, my accounts haven't had a large stockpile of Primo Gems in quite a long time now. And I miss that feeling of security where okay, like, most people who play Genshin barely have enough Primos. Like, the most they probably have at one point, like, most people have, like, probably this much, right? And then, like, at some point, like, they get there's like a character that they really like, they pull for it, and then they're out of Primos, and then, like, the next patch, another banger character, they have like 1,300 Primos, and like they spend all of it, and like at some, like, you know, very quickly they're just stuck at basically 0 Primos, and every time they wish is a gamble, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling where, like, oh, I like this character, I want to get him. So, and then, like, I hope I can get him. Like, I click the wish button, and then I'm just praying. I'm just hoping that I get him. I hate that feeling because it's gambling. I hate being taken on an emotional joyride like that. Instead, what I do like is I would like to always have way more than enough Primos stockpiled, so that whenever a character that I do like comes out, either reruns or gets released, it's just as if I'm buying something. It doesn't feel like a gamble. There's no risk. It's just a purchase. RJ describing me right now. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. Can I vent out? What's wrong, Sino? Everything alright, man? Swirl Pyro, Pyro attack, swirl. What? Swirl Pyro, Pyro attack, swirl Hydro. What? What is this, Chokoshu? Well, for Kazuha, I was on 77 pity and I got Chi-Chi. Oh, man. That sucks. Well, okay, and the thing is, like, what sucks the more, what makes it suck even more, is that, like, they even introduced this new thing called, where is it? What is it called? Can't remember what it was called. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh, here, capturing radiance, right? They even added this like capturing radiance thing. Basically, when you lose 50-50, there's a 10% chance that they'll just give you the 5-star anyway. And by 5-star, I mean like the 5-star on the banner. So basically, 50-50s are not 50-50 anymore. Instead, 50-50s are now 55-45. So, technically, wishing now means there's a slightly higher chance that you'll get the 5-star on the banner. But just barely. Just barely more than before. So even with the slightly higher rates than before, you still somehow lost, and that makes it suck even more. I'm sorry to hear that, Sino. Hints of Chaska's kit. Why at first at the trailer she was cryo, but now became animal. What? In the trailer? What trailer? Oh, he ate the other. Oh, there it is. Nice. All right. That's everything we needed. I'm gonna save up for 18 days and pull again. Hey, best of luck, Sino. Good luck, man. I would recommend doing actual like exploration in Natlan. I like, and when I say recommend, I'm not saying you should. I'm just, again, you know, that's why I'm using the word recommend. If you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of free time, then of course, by all means, don't do it. But if you are somebody who has a lot of time to, you know, pour into Genshin, then I would recommend actually exploring Natlan. Because if Hoyo has followed the trend that they aren't making regions really cringe to explore anymore, like they did with Sumeru and Inazuma, then like for example in Fontaine's exploration was really tamed. Very digestible, very swallowable. Where is this thing? Oh, cool. Now, I don't know how Natlan is going to be. Like, this reputation thing is, like, I'm looking at it and it looks daunting to me. And I'm kind of anxious to, like, just get in there and get it done. Because I feel like there's so much more stuff for me to do. I haven't even unlocked the whole map yet. Like, not to mention exploration stuff. Like, look at this. I've just... I've barely done anything. Man, I don't know. It's just daunting to me, is what it is. Exploring Natlan with my friends and Pokemons. But yeah, as long, like, I hope they're continuing the trend of not making regions too annoying to explore, like they did with Inazuma and Sumeru, where like everything is locked behind everything else. degree reputation in one region, right? That's like, if that's not daunting, I don't know what it is, man. And like when I look, okay, wait, there's an oculi. Oh, it's on top of that thing, isn't it? If that's not daunting, then I don't know what is. Like every time I talk to the NPC, I see like exactly how like, oh, sorry, not exactly. I see like so much stuff. And like it is, I'm still confused by how this thing works, by the way. Cuz like so what I've noticed is like when I'm in this part of the map, whenever like I do like I press space while I'm floating, it seems like I can, like it makes a platform and that I can stand on for a little bit. But then anywhere else it doesn't seem to do that. I'm trying to look for the wall climbing Saurian and I can't find one. This is cringe. I'm happy about Natlan only because they released a new boss. You can nuke on its local legend. On its what? You can nuke on its a local legend? Sorry, what do you mean? Are you talking? Are you trying to say like it's like a local legend where we can like, because it's so tanky? It's a good place to do nukes and stuff. Why are there no Saurians? There's a big wall here I can climb. Where are all the... Oh my god. Oh, is that one? Okay, no, that's not it. Okay. Somebody told me that exploration would be a breeze in Natlan. And okay, I have seen that. I'm not gonna disagree with that. But with the experience I'm having right now, it doesn't feel like it. I'm struggling so hard to find one of those wall climbing Saurians because like at this point I've already walked around so far that I've gotten to the I've found a spot where it's not too much of a climb, and like what's the point? Oh, this is the first one I've seen so far. The these what are they called? What are these things called? Shrine, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course you're here when I don't need you anymore. Nuke Showcase is all about crit damage anyways. It's a local legend thing you can nuke on. Yep, exactly. It's pretty tanky as a world boss. Has 8 crit rate. I get the feeling that you're probably enjoying that too much, man. Like, okay, you included the cry emoji. This is not a stalagmite. I don't actually know what to call this thing. It's not even a pillar. It's not supporting anything. I just don't know what to call this thing. I'm an idiot. I already took the time to get up there, and I didn't go to the teleporter over there. Although I imagine there's probably like some Saurians over here to where I could just like climb up the wall. Save my primo for Sasuke, Kinich, and Naruto. Sasuke and Naruto. Oh wait, apparently they're. Oh yeah, I heard about this. They're Japanese VAs, right? Are the Japanese VAs for Sasuke and Naruto? That's his weapon signature weapon, and now 21k primo gems. Well, best of luck to you, mate. Best of luck to you, mate. Okay, I want to get started so bad on the weekly stuff because it's Friday and there is so much for me to do. And meanwhile, I'm still here. I'm stuck doing chores. Like I've only done one account today. Oh, achievement. What did I get? Oh, the world boss. Artifact transmuter is a scam. Well, technically they didn't lie to us. They did tell us we could do that. But they didn't say how often we could do it. And they even said you can use this if you have this. And these things can be found this way or that way. So they did say that. Right, so they already introduced like the idea that the way to use the artifact transmuter, like the way we could make our ideal artifacts, would be limited. So technically, they didn't lie, but it's not a scam. It's marketing. It's marketing is what it is. Also, what is this random world quest that, like, they just... I don't know. What is this random world quest? Like, what... What is the reason for this? It's like a vegetable coated in chocolate. That's actually a pretty good way to put it. Yeah, you're right. The moment you hear they're Japanese VAs, it's noticeable. Really? That's pretty cool. Already done the tribe story quest because it's weird. It's in the story quest section. Yeah, you're right. That was like the fact that like it's a red dot and you can't get rid of it. Right? Like, okay, I can go in here. Oh, I can't get rid of it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Right, the fact that it's a red dot and it's in here. Right, it's a story quest? How is it? What? Means that they're really trying to promote this thing. Right? And the fact that it's not in the battle pass thing anymore means that they don't want players to, I guess, like, get too caught up in, like they don't want players to feel like it's a chore. They just want players to feel like it's part of the game. because something being in the weekly battle pass thing, like something, something that gives you weekly battle pass experience. Like I imagine Hoyo has the data for this, but players just probably do weekly requests, weekly bounties, and they don't do it in the spirit of that it's part of the game, right? It's like content that they play. It feels a lot more like a daily commission, and I think that's what Hoyo was trying to accomplish. Remember, like what they've been doing with daily commissions. They introduced the encounter stage points thing, and then at some point, like they introduced the long-term encounter points, and they made it so that players didn't have to do dailies as often as they used to, where like everyone would do the same dailies all the time, every day, right? And they seem to be really trying to pivot players away from doing repetitive content. And I guess I do get it, like, and I appreciate it. I think the intention is good. Now, whether it's good or not, I haven't experienced it, so I can't say just yet. So right now, it just, all I know is that it looks daunting to me. That's all I know for now. And I'm kind of annoyed that it's not, I can't use it to speed up how quickly I level up the battle pass. Because the dailies in HSR and ZZZ almost like encounter points in Genshin. And probably they just implemented it in Genshin. Really? What do you... So, you say almost like. What's the difference? Are you saying like in a way you could save up like, I don't know, something? Because I can't imagine something being similar to encounter points without it being exactly the same. But just with different names. You just do your stamina grind, and when you check your dailies, it's already done. That's the exact same thing. Although the daily grind in Genshin, like part of the daily grind is using up resin, and in Genshin so far using up resin, at least as far as I know, it doesn't give you encounter points. Unless if they updated that quietly. Almost should not be included. Oh, right. Yeah, because like this is, it's such a simple system, right? Like it's such a simple system. They just made it sound like it's more than what it is. Yeah, they made it sound like it's more than what it is, but it, like, overall it is a very simple system, like, and I don't know like how you could make something similar to that but not exactly the same when it's so simple, right? Like for example, how do you, let's try and think, like basic machine, right? Basic machine, lever, right? How do you make something similar to a lever but not exactly the same, right? When the machine itself is so simple, right? Like how do you differentiate? Like how do you make something that's not the same as it but almost the same? When like it's like another one too. How do you make something almost the same as 1 + 1 = 2 without it being exactly the same. Right, like without using decimals, just using numbers, like whole numbers, no decimal places.
私は下げた
光り輝くがいい。
岩山発揮風の行く先を静粛に
I think HSR and ZZZ have much better stat manipulation, even it's just only main stat. There's no time limit, only item needed to use this feature. When you say stat manipulation, I'm assuming it's just like the way to build characters there is just simpler. Is that what you're saying? Like there's less layers of RNG. Oh man. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do the event stuff just yet on this account. I just did it. If I do it over and over, like back to back to back, I'm gonna burn myself out that way. So I'm not gonna do it just yet. I'll do it later. I'll just make sure the chores are done already. The main stat selector? Sorry, what? Main stat selector? You mean like the artifact transmuter? Or are you saying like it's normal in those in HSR and ZZZ to like where you are able to just pick your main stat? HSR ZZZ, it's just the main stat selector. Yep. As an item needed to be used like the elixir. Ah, I see. And I don't like. I just wish that. Remember? Okay, I just remembered. Remember that idea that I had a while back? You remember that potions event where we made potions, where the potion basically had what seemed very similar to a main stat and substats, and like making the exact main stat and substat was like doing the puzzle thing. Like I wouldn't mind Genshin's artifact system being like that. To where like and I wouldn't mind like, okay, so here like obviously, okay, how would that work? Right, we get artifacts straight away from domains. Sure, right? But like okay, here's an idea. When we do domains, they could just give us artifacts, right? Like artifact types, artifact pieces, but they could all like each run could also give us a certain amount of some kind of currency, and that currency we can use to sort of enchant or something. Yeah, like we so right. So basically when we get artifacts at base, they have no main stat and substats. It's just an artifact, and like you know they would allow us to use the artifacts with no main stat and no substats. Like the set effect would be like we could use the set effect, right? Like we could this thing would take effect rather, and like we would, we would benefit from it, and it would proc, like the passives would proc. But there would be no stats. But like the some kind of like elixir thing or whatever, they could include that in every time we do a run, an artifact domain run, and that currency or item or whatever, we would use that to, I guess, enchant or like enhance or do whatever to an artifact, and then we could like do some kind of like puzzle thing, and so that we can sort of decide what main stat or substat an artifact would have. But the item or currency could be in the form of like, okay, like remember in the potions event, we would get like different flowers and stuff. It could be like different like puzzle pieces or whatever, right? Like puzzle shapes or what. And then like each puzzle shape would be would give you like a certain main stat or substat. And the more of this that you use, the more of this main stat or substat you would get. And obviously like the main stat should be like a fixed number. But the substat should be like, I remember the potions event, you could get like a higher value of this like sort of substat if you put more of these like certain flowers into your puzzle. Now, I think they should still add a little bit of RNG into it, because I think just straight up picking your main stat and substats and like being able to control how much of a given substat would be a little too. It would make building characters a little too easy, and like I think that would make a lot of the combat oriented players quit Genshin a lot sooner, because their character builds would finish a lot sooner. So I think there should still be some form of RNG, and the RNG could be in the form of which, like, so when we level artifacts, they could keep that in, right? Like where every time you hit like 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16 and plus 20, it would upgrade a random substat. Right, like we wouldn't be able to pick which substat it would upgrade, and they could keep the high roll / low roll thing, right? To where, like when we enhance the artifact, when we pick the main stat or substats, so obviously main stat is fixed, but substats could be a high roll or a low roll. It could be something like that. Now, I'm not gonna hold my breath for them completely redoing the artifact system into whatever I just mentioned, because that would be, I don't know, it would make so many people happy, but it would also make so many people it would also enrage so many people, so many players, especially the older players who've been playing Genshin for so long, because we've farmed for such a long time. In fact, I think whales might hate the system so much. Like, yeah, because remember, like whales, they buy primos, like, right? Like they buy primos for resin, and resin equals more artifacts, right? Like, so they've spent actual money on it, and doing that would undermine all the money they've spent. One time in the map and premium battle pass. So in today's RJ rants, we have a special guest, Chokoshu, ranting about how bad, meh, or okay-ish the things Genshin has implemented recently. Genshin is not perfect, but I'm happy we at least got something instead of nothing. True. Too much ranting. At least we have something new. Well, yeah, that's. I mean, like, okay, right? Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, and that's true. That's true, right? Like, we should just be happy that we got something, right? But, and we should, like, I think everyone should just be happy that we got something rather than nothing, because Hoyo could have just stuck to the status quo, right? And the status quo was that they wouldn't do anything like that, like a main stat or substat selector, right? Like, there was no news of it, or like, I guess there were some rumors and a few leaks here and there about it coming in, but they could have just not done that, and they could have just stuck to the status quo, and players would have been, yeah, like, players have settled. Yeah, players have settled with their expectations of every patch. And I get that Hoyo doesn't want that. Hoyo doesn't want players to just feel meh about every patch, because they want players to talk about it. They want publicity. I don't know when. I don't know. Well, I guess like from the very beginning, Hoyo. Sorry, I guess Genshin / Hoyo has always been a brand company, but with Genshin, they seem to be a lot more concerned about the brand than like making a product that makes everyone happy. Hey, what's up, Nathan? How you doing, man? And okay, so I know that I got real off topic there at the end, but I'm saying that if we always say, hey, just be happy that we got something, we could have gotten nothing, you know? Right? So you should just be happy that we got something. Yes, cool, appreciate it, but that's how all of us Genshin players have been feeling this whole time. Copium. It's the copium. Yeah, it's the copium way to, I guess, react. Right? We just take a whiff of copium and you're like, okay, we're happy. Thank you. But at the same time, I don't want to be spoiled. Right? So like, I don't know what's right or wrong. Oh my god. Yep. See, this kind of stuff happens, you know, when you get older. This kind of stuff happens. Things just stop being black and white. They just stop being black and white when you get older. When you start to really think about things, things just stop being black and white. And then, like, what used to be black and white is just now gray and gray. And, like, you don't even know whether you're happy or not. You just have this feeling that, like, either you're happy and then, like, there's like a but at the back of your mind, or you're unhappy and then there's also a but in the back of your mind. So, yeah. We will play anyways. Yeah, like, and that's the thing, yeah, right, like, going back to what I said is, Hoyo could have just stuck with the status quo. They could have just decided to not give us anything, right, and we would have played anyways. But they decided they didn't want that. They wanted players to talk about Genshin. They wanted Genshin to be in the spotlight. And, I mean, like, you know, don't get me wrong, right, like, Genshin, 4 years into the game, 4 years in, still winning game awards. Isn't that why we got like 1,000 primos or something recently? Right? Genshin still winning game awards. And it's really hard to win game awards, even if you were the best game ever, but nobody knows about you. Right? It's really hard to win game awards if nobody knows about your game. So publicity, like being really loud, is also part of winning game awards. So I guess, yeah, in that case, Oyo's done really well. Oyo's done really well to, I think, balance making the best game that they could make while benefiting in every other possible way. And by that I mean, like, they don't just add a feature that the players want to make the players happy. Instead, they want to add a feature or like rework something to make players happy and at the same time benefit them in the long run or in the big picture, which is get the community talking about it, gain a lot of publicity. Yeah, all that stuff. Okay, I'm finally gonna rip the band-aid off. I'm not gonna do the event stuff yet on the main and second accounts, because that also includes a lot of exploration as well, because so many of the teleporters I haven't unlocked yet. So I'm gonna rip this band-aid off. I'm gonna get started on the like weekly bounty, whatever it is called now. Okay, so I'm gonna go to one of these, and I'm just gonna talk to that NPC and see what I have to do. It just feels like there's so much to do. What even is this supply notice thing? Oh, it's voiced? The quests are voiced?
Get back! Don't panic! Just hang in there! Finally! Someone's coming! Please help us!
Also, can I just do this? And this? Oh no, oh no, no, I can. Okay, there you go. No, not this. The other one. And you. I guess I didn't need to fight them.
Judging from your clothes, you must...
Yes.
Don't mention it!
Oh, Sumerians.
Correct.
Apology.
Oh, no worries. Paimon's pretty sure that's not
I'm sure we must look very approaching.
a mysterious island.
Oh, there's a shrine right there.
Some
And I suppose... Oh, all right.
a little...
We should move on.
Yes.
That's all right.
I did the same thing. I mean, I don't get the drops anyway. Why put in the effort to fight, right?
You really don't see a pair of adventurers
Gotta catch 'em
like
all.
that anyway. Paimon's really... Yeah,
After all the amazing places we've explored during our adventures.
Speaking of gotta catch 'em all, whatever happened to the teapot? Like they do still like update it, like they raise the limits on it or whatever every now and then, but like they put in a few updates here and there, like a couple of times, right? Like for the music thing in the teapot. Yeah, the music thing in the teapot. Oh, can I? Thank you. The music thing in the teapot. Oh, it's actually very close to here. The like that thing where you can make like a some sort of challenge in your teapot where like players have to get to like start from here and get to a certain location within a given time or whatever. Like I remember that was a thing, but then like they kind of stopped making that. Like I don't know what happened. Oh, it's under. Oh, how am I? Oh dear. Oh, okay. That's clearly a lot more work than I thought it would be. RJ, should I build Chi-Chi? Never. Never. Waste the resources.
Skyward, scatter!
Oh, it's this kid. Oh, they even gave us the like the net thing. The something net, whatever it is. That you could catch animals in the overworld, and then like you could then put them in your teapot, right? Like they put in, yeah, they put in some effort. They clearly at some point they clearly prioritized making the teapot like a mainstay of Genshin, and at some point they kind of just stopped.
On the well, sure thing. Then I'll be honest, as the chief of, it's really hard. They are target according to my. They run a. So the problem is.
Build friendship level. That's exactly what I do. Fragile resin and level up potions. Level up potions. Oh, the artifact XP. Yeah, yeah. That's what I go for in the teapot. Yep, exactly. Right? Like, there was a time where I think they did try and put in the effort to. I think they probably thought that, hey, we should make the teapot a thing. And I'm pretty sure that was the case because like it was pretty consistent. Like they released like update after update in the about the teapot thing. Like it was like almost back to back to back when they released like they updated the teapot, like they increased like the limit thing that you could put in each place.
Oh right.
And then like they released like like the challenge thing that you could make stuff in your teapot. They released that update, like the music thing, like where you could play a certain music in your teapot. They released that update where you could now copy, like save templates of like I guess arrangements or designs of your teapot, and you could copy it from other players and use it on your own as well. Right? Like they released all of that almost back to back to back, and they sort of just stopped. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm just guessing, but they probably ran into a roadblock. Like either that they didn't see any improvement in the number of players using the teapot, like utilizing the teapot or anything related to the teapot, and then they just decided, okay, it's not working. Players don't like this, so we'll just abandon this endeavor. Like either that, or maybe because I'm pretty sure Hoyo knows about like the ping. I wouldn't say ping is an issue in Genshin co-op, but it's certainly it's certainly far from how good ping systems could be, like latency systems could be in video games, right? Like for example, hang Top of rock in pond. Yeah, there you go. Right, it, like for example, the ping system in like shooters, for example, right? Like shooters, despite people playing quite some distance away from each other, and even in MOBAs, right? In MOBAs, despite people playing being quite far away from each other, it's like the difference in like what you see and what someone else sees is like it's almost as if you're playing LAN. Right, the latency, like you cannot feel the latency. But in Genshin, it is very apparent. It is very obvious that the latency is bad. If like, and I don't think it's with the Hoyo servers. I think that mostly has to do with just the type of internet that players have. And the thing is too is that because it's a cross-platform game,
Paimon has an idea.
there are going to be so many players that are playing on mobile, so aka on Wi-Fi, and maybe like 3 rooms or 5 rooms or like 50 feet, 100 feet away from their Wi-Fi, from their router, right? And like, you know, across like 3 or 4 walls, or they're playing on mobile data. So no matter how much Hoyo spends on no matter how much Hoyo spends on server infrastructure to basically to make sure that their servers are never the bottleneck for when it comes to like stabilizing latency, like player latency, the experience like from player to player is always going to be different because it's a cross-platform game, and there are so many different I guess platforms that players could play the game on. So they're never gonna be able to control that. So they maybe at some point they decided, hey, if we're gonna make the teapot a thing, a main part of the game, we have to do something about the latency issue. And then like they decided they probably did like they probably had like so many meetings about it, and then at some point they like their devs just like came up with this like report and said, okay, here are our limitations, these are the problems we have, and here are the things we can do about them, but then there are these problems that there's nothing we can do about them.
This is the spot.
And then at some point they probably just said, okay, there's no way we're gonna be able to make the teapot as good as we want it to be, so let's just abandon this idea.
As I said, anyway.
So I don't know, I'm just guessing, but it's possible one of those or both.
According to Otta's insights, this is... Yes?
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these...
And game development is not
All
easy.
that stuff about treasure is just...
There's so much problem solving, especially with modern games, because like modern games are like almost every modern game is a game as a service. So yeah, it's just rough. Like even okay, there seems to be this trend, like that's been happening for quite a long time now, where game developers will just
What's the chief doing here?
game developers and or publishers. It's mostly the publishers, because the publishers are mostly the money people, and the game developers are usually the guys that are actually making the game. And like most of the time, the game developers themselves like are passionate about developing video games and like doing whatever it is they're passionate about, like whatever it is, whatever department they're working in, like character design, lore design, writing, 3D modeling, texture, like texture, like drawing, whatever, right, like character design, etc. Right, they might be really passionate about that stuff, but it's always the money people that make the decisions, and the money people are most often, because most of the time game developers themselves don't have money, so they have to reach out to a game publisher to fund their to fund their project, And yeah, usually it's the money people that make the decisions. Okay, you have until this month, next year to finish the game. And
a guide we could trust with our
yeah, so it's been a quite a consistent trend of a lot of modern games where okay, generally the game as a service is seems to be the business model that a lot of game developers and publishers are favoring, because they do make a lot more money. They make a lot more money. It's not like a one-time thing. How do I go underground? Is this it? Well, what are we supposed to do?
Follow the wind.
I don't get it. So, how do I... Oh, there. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, what's up, Mr. J? How you doing, man? Yeah, so it seems to be a trend where the game developer will rush to release their video game, the video game they're working on, and because like the money people want it released ASAP so that they could start collecting. And generally, the game developer barely has enough time, or doesn't even have enough time, so they have to rush. They have to rush to come up with like a development, I guess, cycle to where they can just get basically the game, like the base game itself running, and then like they could just add whatever it is they originally intended to add into the game later on, because it's a game as a service anyway. It's like always connected to the internet. They can release updates to it, and it's not like video games from before where you buy, like when you develop the game, by the time that it gets released, when it does get released, that's it. There's no more bug fixes. There are no more adding new mechanics to the game later, new game modes or whatever. Nothing. You release the game. You put the game into a cartridge, a CD, or whatever,
I assume you're
and
already
that's
aware
it.
of how difficult the trip will be.
Move on to the next game.
Our adventuring experience, and with you as our guide. Then I learned all with a good guide, but it's just my. Paimon thought that. Paimon will poop. Mualani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Oh, Kolo's back.
And
Kolo.
because of this,
Oh, he's
in fact, we've Cyberpunk, right? I'm sure everyone knows about Cyberpunk and the sorry state that Cyberpunk was released in. Cyberpunk probably wasn't even done when it was released. They just decided, hey, the main story is there. But the rest of the game is not there yet, so have fun. I mean, I do appreciate that they really stuck with it, and they eventually they fixed all the stuff that was broken, and yeah, Cyberpunk now is just as good as any other game, just as good as any other AAA game.
the top guide of your trip.
They also.
A commission? Since you've obviously heard.
Yes.
Oh?
The mysterious.
Just as.
But yeah, that is bound to become a lot more
But first, please.
commonplace
You hear that?
in the video game
Says you
industry
wanna visit.
nowadays.
Yes,
I must reach. Don't waste your words.
You.
You say you
With more and more video games coming out,
Well,
that doesn't
with the
make much-
business
I can tell
model,
you-
with the game as a service business model, instead of like make
What's wrong?
a video game,
mind that.
release
I
it,
know.
and then people
The rare
like
or-
buy the game and consume the content you made, and then you move on to the next project. Yeah, I think it's gonna become a lot more commonplace, where games get released in a barely functional state,
I just wanted to.
and then developers just decide to
of course
continue to
it is. It's
update it
hard
to
to
fix
prove
what's
anything to
broken
him
and
unless
add
you've actually
what
been
it
to
is
the
their
island.
original
That's
intention
right.
was supposed to be in the game
No,
later
please.
on.
If you, I always felt that so, as Uncle New's student, but with the help of the renowned oh, Paimon, come on, bring it in. Ah, you're making Paimon black. Alrighty then. Oh, it's that scholar guy.
Scholar guy? My name is Varamdra.
I didn't expect to see you again, traveler.
Oh, and it's
Excuse me, Miss.
I'm Mualani. As for whether or not you can come along,
Oh.
I admit that I will set off with, in other words.
if you accompany.
So you still fine. Karia, I'll put the Mora for the return.
Now he wants to. Wait!
I'm so.
Don't say that. How about this?
So you've decided
No.
that's your
Wonderful.
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan. We need to get started.
Oops, oops. I did not mean to come down here.
Hey, Alafa. I've got some business for you.
We've been over this before. The name's.
I know.
Well, since you're.
I need a kid.
Another commission.
How much are we Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care. Oh, but
Hey, what's up, wrong person? Wish Tim happy birthday. Oh, it's. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's make the.
You were literally
no,
counting down the
that's what I
seconds,
thought.
weren't you?
We're ready, Lafa.
You're totally.
And you probably
Just
typed
imagine
your
us in the
message in,
wilderness, okay?
like,
You call that
even before 12 hit. And then, like, as soon as 12 hit, you're like, send.
Skyward! Scatter!
Afternoon, Uncle. Because you're still young.
All right.
A record player.
Wait,
Oh, that model is.
hey,
Thanks, Uncle On. A record
since when have
player?
been,
Does the-
since when have
That's
we
our
been
next
able to press F to, instead of click? You know, like to skip through dialogue.
Hey,
I don't know what
Papa.
happened with me, but like for some reason I kind of just thought like, okay,
Have you
I'll press
finally
F
decided
like
to
to skip
release a
dialogue
record
for
of
some
your
like
own?
for some reason it just
You'd be
like
the
it just
first I'd
happened,
sign with if
and then I
ever
did it,
but
and then
not today.
oh there,
Maybe a
Whoa.
yeah, what? Since when? What?
nice.
Since when we been?
That's
What?
the record also accounted
Since
for.
when have we been able to do
What
that?
do we need it for anyway? Well, I asked a
I
friend
typed
from
my
the
message
Masters of the
in
Night Wind for some
36
advice once,
36
and apparently,
minutes.
playing
Like,
the
how
song
long
at
was your
night is an
message
effective
then?
way to
Like-
keep travelers safe. Is that
You know how it goes, Mualani.
deal? Looks like Mualani really is rich. That should be about everything we need to buy. What's wrong? Next, I need. Besides it's full of strange symbols. Almost like it's a part of a big. The chief made switch. Bring. Whoa. Yes. That's right.
I think I'm at the point where I need a new mouse pad. My mouse pad is getting kind of annoying to use. It's, I mean, granted, it is really old.
I have a big surprise for you.
This mouse pad is, let me see, when did I buy this thing?
It's just that.
I didn't even, like, it's not even a mouse pad that I actually bought.
Don't worry.
It's,
Don't misunderstand. Our mission.
it's a
is-
mouse pad that came free with a $10 mouse.
Also, take this with you.
And it's from,
What is it?
It's a talisman.
2017?
All right,
I think?
traveler.
Like somewhere around 2017? Early-ish 2017? So I think it's about time. And like my problem is I don't even know like if it's the mouse pad that's not flat or if it's the cardboard underneath that's not flat anymore.
It's about time to meet up now.
Then again, what I could do is I could just buy a new mouse pad and I could just slap it on top of the the old one here.
Traveler, Paimon, over here. You're here, Mualani. Oh, and those strange scholars are here too.
Good morning, you two.
Morning.
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of our journey.
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope we can all act a little more professional.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the mysterious island has officially begun. Yay! First, do you all see the statue here? Uh-huh. Is it an important clue? Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue.
Is there any
Theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's
Binary,
very
Mona,
good.
and Bennett.
Come on, everyone.
Last unit. Last unit should be an Electro character, Bonnie. Binary is not a very good damage dealer if you're not spreading.
As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. It really feels like we're about... Now, please get ready. We're going to look for... Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
Oh my god. Yikes. Cookie? Cookie's okay, but the problem with Cookie is to apply electro to enemies using Cookie, you need to be next to them, right? Like she has off-field electro and it's AoE, good, but you need to be quite close to enemies to apply it to them. So, like it defeats the purpose of Tighnari being a long-ranged fighter, right? Plus the fact that you don't have a defensive option. You don't have a shielder. So that's going to be really annoying, like having to be next to enemies while doing charged attacks.
Sure.
Oh.
Quake! Right!
There. Okay.
One is fast on one's feet.
Okay. I'm sure Hoyo had perfectly good intentions for some kind of mechanic on how to get that thing. Like somewhere around here. But I just I just proved that you don't need to be smart. You just need to have money. Just have the right characters. Have Venti. Like have like let me see. 3 5 stars. 3 limited 5 stars in the game. And then you can skip all that. You can skip properly using the mechanics in the game.
Wow, there
Lisa,
are
Bennett, Tainari. Oh, Lisa's okay.
As expected.
Yeah, Lisa's okay. Her electro application is not AoE, but it is off-field. And you don't need to get next to enemies for her to apply electro to them. She is very burst dependent though. And Lisa is very energy hungry. Yeah, like Lisa is very, very energy hungry. So it's not gonna be easy to build her.
Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
Was that part of it?
These Kaholosaurs sure seem
Kevin, you've already.
First of all, the elk, and secondly,
But on what basis?
Cheater.
according to them. This is tricky.
Only electro units I have is Razor, and Lisa, and Cookie.
Covered by
I think Lisa might be your best bet.
In that case,
Yeah, but you're gonna need to build her a lot of energy recharge. Now, as for how much, I don't know how much, but I know
found it.
at least how much.
What's this? The key
Like
to
how
making
much
our
at
way
least?
through the- If the Kaholos, but
Or yeah, at least how much? Like you're it's probably at least 250. Or put on Fav. Yeah, I mean ideally, like Fav would make it a lot easier, but ideally because what's his name? Tainari is an attack scaler. Ideally, you want to put TTDS on Lisa.
What's that sound? Careful. Oh, it's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through. Oh, I have an idea. Wait here.
I have Fav on Bennett. Already Bennett already? Sapwood would be better though. Better by giving you bigger numbers, but Fav would give you more energy recharge and more energy for the team overall.
Careful. Don't startle them. We must be getting close. Look. Maybe when things... sounds like... True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? I've heard that there is a type of moss that must be the clue. Should we take a picture? Oh, the flash might disturb them.
Did I put Fav on Lisa? I have dragons on her. TTDS.
So we've passed the first stage
It's up to you. If you can put a build together on her that gives her enough energy recharge for your needs, even with TTDS, then you can keep TTDS on her. But if not, then yeah, go for Fav. The most important is that The most important, the top priority rather. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be a teleporter next to me? No, I was already here. They put me back over here. Okay, well, anyway, while I'm here, I might as well go get it. It's up there. Oh, oculi.
Take it easy.
Now the question is, where do I get the Yumkasaur? Oh my god, this is alright. This is the kind of thing that I was talking about, where I think a character like Mualani or Kinich is gonna come in real handy. Because like instead, because I don't have them, I'm forced to have to look around to be able to like actually do like the I guess like whatever Hoyo intended for me to do in each given region or like place. But if I get certain characters, then I could just bypass those necessities. Oh my god. I was holding it. This is so janky, man. Wait, why is there a... Oh, okay. I was kind of thinking, why does there need to be a wind current here? Is there an oculi here somewhere? Doesn't seem to be anything. Why do I need to be up here? I'm trying to look. In the future, we'll meet the other 3 tribes, so we'll have another 3 Pokemons then. Oh, I'm kind of curious actually, like which tribe. Oh yeah, okay, so this is the underground one. All right. This is apparently how to get to that world quest over there. So. Kind of curious which tribe Mavuika is from.
Okay, this is the place. So, where do we go next? I'm not complete.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's... If you have any...
I believe that... According to my... Speaking of...
Oh,
After learning it, even though I have... Firstly, therefore...
Oh, now All right. Then let's start searching.
That's just a quick and easy... If I'm not mistaken...
Y5 on Bennett. Get batteries pretty well. Especially with crit rate. But doesn't have the lowest base attack. It does, but the thing is, okay, so I get that Bennett's main job is to give a big attack buff, right? Okay, I get that. But if you can't even burst every rotation, like at least, you know, like within a reasonable amount of time, right? Like for example, if you're lacking on energy recharge, then you're gonna have to, you're gonna end up world quest here. Oh, hey, teleporter. Okay, well, whatever. I'll go get that teleporter later. Right, like for example, you finish your rotation, and lodged on. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to bother you for a moment. There you go. Alright, what was I saying? I forgot. What was I talking about? Oh, crit rate. Sorry. Yeah, fab, rather. Yeah. Okay.
Paimon sees it! Oh, but it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there.
Right, like for example, you end your rotation, and like your rotation's over, and it takes you so long, like you're still lacking, like I don't know, almost half of your energy on Bennett for to be able to burst.
We finally found all of them.
Right,
Great
so
work,
you're gonna have to
everyone.
spend the next
Okay, now
I don't
first,
know
we need
8
to figure
or
out how
9
to
seconds
control this.
trying to like using
This-
Bennett's
see,
skill
look at this.
and then catching his particles on him
Activating a
to get your
normal
burst back on
spirit core, we could
cooldown.
just go ahead and
So
use
if you're
also,
if you
according
have
to
if
the
you can
map,
build
we
him
don't
with enough
operate
energy
those
recharge without Fab Sword,
Do you think you'd be
great. You know, like to be able to use a higher base attack weapon, awesome. But if you can't, then you might as well make things more comfortable on yourself. Especially if the rest of your like some of your some of the characters in your team, some of the other team members are lacking a bit of energy. So yeah, Fav certainly helps out with that. But as long as nobody else is lacking energy, then yeah. The Fav sword does have the lowest base attack 4-star in the game, 454.
Alrighty.
And it's not the only 4-star that has a 454 base attack, but it's the lowest base attack a 4-star can have. Am I supposed to jump over those things?
Now switch to the spirit way on the right.
I can't believe it just worked. I didn't actually know how to do that.
Activate the next node. Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need.
Oh. Interesting. What is this thing? Okay, well, I guess I'll take care of that another time. I'm already here. I might as well. Does that enchant my ideal weapon for Bennett? Oh, is sapwood because I'm using him for Burgeon. I don't have it, so I'm using Fab. Ideally, yeah. The sapwood is definitely the ideal F2P weapon on Bennett. It's the highest base attack 4-star in the game. Sorry, no. Actually, you know what? No, that's wrong. 620 is the highest base attack 4-star in the game. But it's the Ali Flash, which is a limited 4-star weapon. You know, it's just basically impossible to get. So, also doesn't have any energy recharge. Also, I cannot get that thing. This was awful.
We did it, Mualani!
Am I supposed to go this way? Where am I going now? I'm confused now.
Up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way.
Spirit way, huh?
Traveler, get to the next node. Got it. Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. Mualani, we've taken care of the final node. Please be careful. Let's ride.
Bennett's the only reason why I don't feel sad about having the Aquila Favonia. Oh, isn't that the only? I don't know. Like, other than Bennett, like, there's no other reason for anyone to be using Aquila, isn't there? Ali Flash 200 ER and the 5-star standard sword. Or the 5-star standard sword with 240 E plus ER. Which is better? Sorry, what? 5-star standard sword. Oh, I guess you're talking about
I could do it all over again.
I guess you're talking about Skyward Blade, right?
In that case.
Physical Gene Aquila.
You hear that?
All right. What is this? 1.0?
And a bunch of whirlpools just to...
Yes.
I don't know. I think that would depend on the team and the enemies you're fighting. Because I think like in many situations, 200 ER is fine on Bennett. But if your team is the type of team that generates like very few particles, or you like or there are no other 5 users on the team, and or you are fighting enemies that drop very few particles.
Forgive me for...
Yes, I know everything.
If you're in that situation, I think I can certainly picture out a scenario where in your Bennett, your like 200 ER on Bennett is not enough.
I have reached...
No.
But if your team has 1 or more 5 users, and they're the type of characters that generate quite a bit of particles, yeah, quite a bit of particles, and or you are fighting enemies that drop a lot of particles. Then yeah, I can certainly see how 200 ER will feel like, whoa, this is a lot of
Do you
ER.
also think that this is a It's okay. That's completely... This is just how... This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. Although I'm pretty... If the scholar... The same goes for... The good news is... Mualani? Traveler. That's right. Besides... Aw. All right. Matters of luck. I know. Wait a sec. Is it just... You're right. That means we need...
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia?
I tried. He said that I'm not much of...
Oh, no time to hesitate. Carving waves.
Oh my god. They are... They are putting in so much effort. Whoa.
That way? He's been pulled away by the current.
Okay, putting in so much effort into making us utilize Mualani's and probably Kinich's when he gets released exploration utility.
We found him.
Like they even implemented it into like these quests. They really want you to pull for Mualani. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there they are.
And like the trial runs are even specialized for Mualani and Kachina, right?
Thank you so much, Miss.
I was that got me kind of excited, thinking, oh, like are all characters gonna have like their own like unique like domain for trial runs? And then like I went into Kazuha's trial run and it was just the same old boring abyss thing. ER Pyro crit Bennett. Oh, it's nice actually. It's nice. Like it's not.
Plenty of tasty things.
It's you just okay. You very often are just surprised by like how much damage Bennett does, despite having such a copium build.
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. Oh.
Especially if you're in a team where you constantly. Oh my god. How in the world are we supposed to get that thing?
What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect. Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserves.
No. I'm.
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on.
Yikes. These camera angles, man.
Listen. Wow, so my parents told in a sense, this even though I've heard it said that sounds pretty. Yeah. Even now, but oddly it really makes How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party.
If we're going to go...
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. Yeah, she's...
All right.
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any... Okay, so... Oh, we were... Let's hear every... I think most importantly, it's about making... Yes, I can't agree. You sure are taking your time. Oh, I get it. It's quite possible that you're... Why don't I circle back to you later? Next?
Me?
That doesn't matter.
All right. Before you read...
Yeah.
All right. In my opinion. So...
No.
There's nothing. He must have Before coming here, all that Do you understand now, Miss...
I sympathize...
I don't need your... What happened during... I must...
Was that actually supposed... Actually... There's this because the final destiny. It would be that is what I would truly.
Just as you'd.
I'm not too worried.
What sort of luck?
All right, that's it for this round. Paimon slept so well. Oh, Mualani and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
Man, how do we get that thing? I wonder how many Pyroculi there are. Like there seem to be quite a lot of Pyroculi. Like a lot of them seem to be like right next to each other. So I get the feeling that there's probably quite a lot of Pyroculi.
All right, let's finish this fast.
This is adorable.
All right, let's finish this fast.
Oh, it's okay. They want to fight. All right. So, let's get on to business then. How do we? Okay. Doesn't seem to be a way for this guy to get up there. Eh. Oh, hey, what's up, Odd Cookie? How's Natlan? Natlan's pretty good, man.
Just in time.
Pretty happy with it.
I was about to go look for you. What the? You already? We're in luck. We were practicing all morning.
I'm a little,
It seems after apologizing, you've already become
the new weekly thing.
Now really the time.
Sorry, bounties. I don't know what they're called anymore because they're not even in the weekly battle pass anymore. So the reputation, I guess the new reputation thing is it's daunting. Like I'm still doing the reputation quests right now, and like this is the first one. Well, I guess technically it's part of the first one, but this is only one, like for one of the 3 tribes.
I can't believe.
And it feels like a big world quest. Well, I guess. Well, okay. Now that I think about it, there is actually no big world quest in Natlan, right? Like for example, in Fontaine, there was like the Narcissenkreuz quest, and then there was like that quest to, like, I guess like for the island here, like I forgot. Oh, I guess that was part of the Narcissenkreuz quest, but oh no. That was the Narcissenkreuz quest, and then there was the one that went underground here, which I forgot. No, I don't know which one it is. Like which one's which anymore, but yeah, right, like there were a couple of big world quests in Fontaine, whereas in Natlan there don't seem to be any big world quests, so I guess that would be what I'm doing now, and like they somehow tied it into tied that into the reputation thing. Notice there were some changes in the battle pass. Oh yeah. No, it's not even just the battle pass, Odd Cookie. There are so many changes to the game. Have you? Are you up to date on the news?
Bow your head.
Gotcha. Busted.
Let's ride. Amazing.
Not quite. Okay. So 50-50s are no longer 50-50. They are now 55-45. The previous
We'll be able
shoot, what's the word?
watch your step. Follow closely.
I'm sorry. Hang on. All right. Okay. So the epitomized path used to be so that like it used to be 2, right? Like you used to have to not be able to get the weapon that you wanted twice before the next 5-star would be the one you wanted. They changed that to 1. So I think this is the biggest change, like, of 5.0 so far. And by biggest, I mean like the best, rather. I think this is the best change in 5.0 so far. So character banner weapons are now 55-45, Or sorry, yeah. Character banners are now 55-45 instead of 50-50. And this just got so much better.
You can only do so much on your own.
And
As a group, any.
I guess that's really it. Like, technically, there is this thing where this basically allows us to make, to make an artifact of our choosing, and pick the main stat and substats. Like, 2 substats rather. Pick the main stat and pick 2 substats. But it's very limited use. Very limited use. Where it was like one of the bigger highlights of the 5.0 special program, but now that we're learning a little bit more about it, we're kind of realizing that it's not as awesome as we thought it would be. It does exactly what they said it would do, but just that we never thought to think about how often. What else? There are quite a few other changes. A reputation thing, as I just was talking about. We now have 3 reputation things. For the 3 different tribes. And yeah, it's like, and we can no longer do weekly bounties and requests in regions where our reputation is maxed. By the way, you might want to log into Genshin, because there is a login event. There's a login event for 10 pulls for the next 7 days. As well as the Archon quest. If you do it before the patch is over, you get 500 extra primos that you can claim from here. Yeah, there's quite a lot. I peek at your Jean build later. Jean. I'm not sure if my Jean here is built. Is she built? Okay, she is kind of built. Yeah. Here she is. I don't know if this is enough ER. Yeah, like, my main goal on her was, like, okay, I don't have a lot of VV pieces, so I just did my best to, like, get a Jean build that would get me enough energy recharge to be able to burst on rotation, and somehow try to do some damage. So just, like, you can see my artifacts. Yeah, with what limited VV pieces I had.
Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks.
My ER sitting at 166. Guess not 100% not enough. Honestly, I don't know how much is enough ER for Jean. That highly depends on your team. Obviously, and it's obviously it's the same idea for all characters, but if Jean is, I think my 190 ER, like the 200 ER that I was aiming for on Jean was like solo Animo Jean.
It is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit.
Because I remember the last time I used Jean on all my accounts was when I got Farina for the first time. What? I'm sorry, it just said investigate the vicinity.
Seems like this cave is getting more and more unstable by the minute.
Can I go up? Nope. Should we go down? Oh, no. Okay, there it is.
There's so much lava. And it's
Such a weird shift. This kind of change. Or like
the lava here doesn't look very safe.
unforeseeable a
I'm
few
afraid we
years
can't
ago,
stay here
right?
for long.
Yeah, right. That's what everyone felt when we were all watching the 5.0 special program. We were just like, everyone was just dumbfounded and blown away.
Seems to be a distant light.
Miss Guide, it seems
I've got it! Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That...
Really?
I'm a scholar. When I first heard one under certain... Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to... If I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be
So you mean...
Rejoice!
Really? Then let's hurry!
I'm finally glad they
Wait,
finally did it though. For
we
3
should
years,
head back
we're only getting 4-star selectors.
What?
Oh yeah, oh that's right, yeah, the 5-star selector as well.
What are you saying?
Yeah, and they also announced
map
that
is covered
every
with symbols and
anniversary
riddles, but there's
there will
one
be a
thing that's
5-star
written clearly.
selector.
When you
And
see
they
the
also
golden light,
mentioned
you
that
go
they
the
will
opposite
be
way.
adding
The
5
Wiki
stars
said may be
to the
correct,
standard
but that
5-star
golden
pool.
place isn't the island that
They
my
didn't say
ancestors
anything
once
yet.
visited.
They didn't say who or when or whatever,
joking?
but they
You
just said
expect
that
me
they
to
will
turn
be
back
adding
now?
5 stars to the 5-star
Oh,
selector,
he's
After my
or rather the
previous
5-star
items were
pool,
stolen,
standard pool.
I began, as long as to me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered
As we agreed before.
Why? Are you wary of me?
She's not that
The result is...
Oh no! He went running in! How can... Not good. We must stop him.
Albedo should have been in the standard banner pool already in time. Yeah, that's true. Albedo should have been in the standard banner pool for like even from before Dia and Tainari. I think Albedo should have been in a standard 5-star pool a long time ago.
What the... Where did these monsters come from? These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
Miss Guide, Karamja,
We'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters. Amazing. The lava is rising.
If only they allowed standard weapon 5 stars too. Yeah. I was
Paimon, please take
I mean,
care
I
of
was
Archon.
kind of happy.
I'll
I'm
be
still
right
very
back.
happy about the
Wait,
5-star
I can use my
character
stuff.
selector,
That's way too
but
risky. Okay then.
I would have liked it if they included weapons as well, because I think I would have picked Amos bow on my second account.
The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, what's this? Over there! Oh, looks like I'm just in time.
Jade Spear any day for me. Oh, Jade Spear is a good option too. Yeah, Jade Spear, especially because it's really good for Arlecchino.
It's right there! I'm almost there!
I know that
Look
Jade Spear is
carefully.
really good for
I
Arlecchino,
thought
but I
I
also
did.
hear
You have the
that the
ability to
difference
move
between
that
White
way. You
Tassel
wanna
and
know
her
what the
signature
lava
weapon
can
is
do?
not very big. So,
Come with me.
is Jade Spear
No.
better than White Tassel? Still don't have Amos bow and I've been a player for 4 years. Yeah, me too. My second and third accounts don't have Amos
Brought
bows.
him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome.
No, I refuse.
Seriously?
Varandra!
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented I believe that so...
Kari.
She's finally. Mualani, don't panic. Where did all these go? No time to explain. Just get on. Got it. Get.
You're pretty much paying for aesthetic and vanity
Everyone okay?
when you pull for Arlecchino's weapon. So far, that's the only weapon in the game so far that has
Wait, aren't we back where we
like
started?
something to do with aesthetics.
Come on.
I mean,
let's
like,
go to the statue.
like obviously, like the matching colors of like all the other characters, right? But like, it actually has a unique animation when you use it on Arlecchino, and that's the only weapon in the game we have so far that's like that.
So, what's the point of coming back here again? Oh, here, look. Really? What kind?
My build's very seriously lacking an attack.
Congratulations,
Oh.
Guide from the future. You have
Pre-rendered
completed a
cutscene.
challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself.
Even Homa outperforms it in
Time
terms of
after
ceiling.
time,
Really?
I ventured where others
Homa?
didn't dare. Never
Like Homa's
failing to
damage
bring back
ceiling
rare
outperforms
treasures.
her signature
My
weapon?
fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mysterious Island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to
Arlecchino's
complete
scythe and
alone.
Navia's axe? Navia's axe?
But luckily,
I mean,
they
Navia's
decided
axe is
to once again
mostly
put
just
up
it just
with my
matches her
antics.
aesthetic, but
Just
it's
as
not
before, they
like
came up with
it's not like
ingenious ways
Arlecchino's
to help me move
pole
forward.
arm, right? Where it actually has
They
like this
never let me
unique
down.
animation where it turns
Even
into
when
a
I had to
scythe,
place my
and like
life in
it
their
turns into a
hands.
pole arm and then
They
into a
always
scythe.
trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for.
Homa damage ceiling outperforms her signature, but signature floor is better. I see.
That golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure. To me, this is the real Mysterious Island.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared. These must have been the words the first chief. In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is. I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the journey to the mysterious. Yeah.
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava... The principle of this means that they...
Our journey is not yet over.
Fine.
Don't be so dead. Paimon remembers now. There's still... Uncle New!
Ah, Mualani. It's good.
Uncle.
But you still have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
If that's the...
Because...
Sure.
Did you notice that the hidden inscription...
Oh, yeah.
There's a special... Only those who have been to that underground... And this is the... If you choose to vote, if you choose to... In the end...
Oh.
But not being able to tell anyone after a comp...
But have you noticed...
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that cold...
He deliberately as guide, but in the process, many guide, they end up... This is... Aside from... So they've also...
You've all...
Sir, given her talent and qualification, I believe if instead...
Karia?
You're the same as always. In any case.
Karia!
Because...
Ah, yes.
But...
Karia. Perhaps...
I understand.
It appears this guest has all...
It seems he's...
There's nothing to worry about.
But it seems...
Now, it's your turn to make the choice.
But, Uncle...
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again.
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye.
Then remember...
Friends.
Well, that's...
Then Veronica...
Okay, but...
You're back already.
What are you doing? Well...
You...
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? New? I'd even been...
Koholo. But as for what...
Me?
So now, our trip... Yeah, but I have one more place...
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward!
This is the place. What made you think... Well, would you call it as... After all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore.
No, I get it.
Traveler speaks?
Traveler. So that's your answer, huh? It's a good one. Yep, Paimon. 3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur!
Wow, that was long. Why is it so small? Oh, these are the ascension mats that they were talking about. Oh, cool. All right, all right. Mutadendro. Oh, awesome, awesome. Oh my god. Could you have... Could you have put it in a place that's any further away from the teleporters I've already unlocked? I don't think they would have been able to. Oh, hello.
Skyward!
Man, this music is awesome.
Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter!
Oh my god. Where is this teleporter? Okay, I need to borrow your powers, little guy.
Take it easy.
Whoa. Well, alright. That is a very new way to do things. Oh, what?
Solidify!
As one with wind and cloud.
Let the fight be humble!
Okay, that's very new. Oh. Okay. I get it now. So apparently these are not different difficulties. The difficulties you can pick later on. Okay, okay, that's pretty cool. Do you get 3 wings? That would be cool. That would be really cool if we did. Are we farming the new set? I am, yeah. I'm not done farming the a set for Arlecchino yet, but we don't have any rumors of when we're going to get an Arlecchino rerun anyway, so I think it might be quite some time before that happens.
Wind strike.
Bow your head. Prepare you.
Oh. Where is this? Pyroculi? I think it might be underground. Or is it in this tree? No idea where this thing is. Doesn't seem to be in the trees. Cries in the emblem domain. It's alright, man. It's alright. Well, at the very least, the emblem domain is still a very universal type of domain. Right? Like the other set is Shimenawa, so it's attack percent. Now, it's the Shimenawa set isn't as universal as it used to be. But it's still, there are still a lot more. There are still a lot more characters that scale, good damage dealers that scale off of attack, than there are that don't scale off of attack.
This is order.
Okay, give me a Tepetlasaur. Where is a Tepetlasaur? Come on, give me one. There's an Oculi here. I gotta get it. There's one. Oh, that's a precious chest.
Wind strike.
Solidify. Don't mind if I do. Let's do this then. Bow your head. Yes, you are.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Oh dear. Oh. Oh, there are world quests. I thought these were like the tribal quests. But okay, it seems like there are actually big world quests. And I think that's what these are. Thank God I can strongbox Golden Troop. What the? Did he just move? Oh, and he's shirtless now. What? He wasn't he just here? Also, is that the same dude? Was his name Kahuna before? I don't remember him looking like this. They're pushing that marketing button so hard. There's literally a picture of Mualani right here. Oh my god. Supply notice. Where am I supposed to get this stuff? What? Oh, okay. Record flower. Where do we get this stuff? Wasn't there like wasn't there supposed to be a way for us to like to do this? Like the click here and then I don't know. Just look it up on the map. The Red World level 9 just hit me. Really? What happened? What's the thing called again? Higher defense bosses, smaller damage numbers. Well, hey, like if you're at the very least, you're guaranteed now 3 world boss drops. Like every 40 resin is now a 3 world boss drop, so it's a lot more efficient. Ember core. Oh my god. I thought we were over this. Like, weren't we over this? Like, wasn't there supposed to be a system to where like I could just, you know, like it would just pop up on the map where like certain flowers are or whatever, like collectible materials? Why am I here having to open up a third-party interactive map? Ember core. Oh my god, they're so scattered. Oh, what the? So in the third-party interactive map, it shows that, okay, oh, there's a hidden teleporter down here. All right. Oh my god, it's underground. It's really deep underground. god, this is annoying. Is this it?
Settle down.
Oh. Okay. That's one. Oh my god, this is annoying. I hate collecting flowers. Why did they have to do this? Why? Why did they do this? Literally the title of the stream. Why did they do this? Is this right? Oh, it's underground. Oh my god. I think it has to be through the character page. I guess so. I'm assuming... Okay, I'm just gonna take a guess that it doesn't include flowers.
Silence.
I'm gonna take a guess that it only includes character materials, like ascension materials. Where is this thing? This is so annoying. I know that, okay, I get it. They want us to consume more of the content that they made, which means exploring the world, collecting flowers is included, but this is too much. This is way too much. Three.
Take it easy.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, a shrine.
Yeah!
Can I please move? Can I please move? Oh my god. This is so stupid. Stupid. Where's the wind current? Where's the stupid wind current?
Skyward! Scatter!
Take it easy. Wind strike. Gotcha.
That was quick.
Busted.
Bow your head. Silence!
A walk would be nice.
Quake! Thank you for permitting. No.
Another test subject.
Into the wind.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Time to go.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Bow your head. Another test subject.
Quiet now.
Picked the wrong
Is
test
it what you wish to
subject.
find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Settle down.
Gotcha.
Hey, what's up, Nathan? How you doing, man?
Wind strike.
As for me, I'm just in Natlan, doing Natlan stuff.
Should replace my hammer.
Oh. So apparently, the Reputation in PC changes? Okay, now I remember it wasn't Karamuru a moment ago. It was someone else. Some shirtless dude. They're standing here. And now it's this guy. That's interesting. Unique. Ah, boy. Alright. Lot of stuff. Lot more stuff to do. So little time. Alright, well, I guess that's gonna be it for today, guys. Not much else for me to do. I mean, like, there's a lot I have to do, but I just don't have the time. It's really late. Anyway, so for any of you guys who need any help building your characters, accounts, making a decision on which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. If you want my opinion personally, you can ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein. Of course, you could ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, guys.